I'm not even sure if I should make this video, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try this out. I feel that in healthy relationships we have, and not just relationships with a partner, I mean, in general, when it comes towards you actually seeking healthy relationship, even just with friends, family, connections in general, one thing that I've learned as a Caribbean descent child is that communication is not as key as you may think. Hear me out. What I mean is, like, you weren't brought up to health, like actually speak in a healthy manner to another person and communicate transparency, be vulnerable, and show that vulnerability. And I remember so vividly being a child and being upset about something and being told by my father that I shouldn't cry. Like, don't worry about it. Just don't, you know? And now as an adult, I look back at that little child and I say, yo, you had every reason to feel pissed off. You had every reason to let it out. You had every reason to show your emotions. But because you were in front of a bunch of people, you were told not to cry. And it's such a behavior that needs to stop. Especially being older now, I'm 36 years old, and being in a healthy relationship with my partner and being told that I could be vulnerable and it's shown that I could be vulnerable was such a scary fucking thing. Because what do you mean I could be vulnerable? I was told to pretty much put that in a pocket, put it away. You're not allowed to express that. You just have to kind of like suck everything up in a nutshell, to the point it became so heavy because it's a mask that I'm carrying that's just not me. And the moment that I allowed myself to just be, not only did I attract that healthy relationship, but I was still in the midst of self-sabotaging because I was like, yo, this is cool. Like, I'm allowed to have this. You're real? Oh, I can be vulnerable. Oh, I can be myself. Whew. So I say that to say this. It may not just be just for Caribbean children. It could be across the board in other ethnicities. But I can't help but think about how it could be just thing like a child of an immigrant, or just young children who came up to another country like Canada, US. And yeah, they were kind of told to suppress a lot of their emotions. And now we're paying for it. But I think that's why we're seeing such a shift when it comes towards like the boomers, the silent era, and our generation, like millennials and Gen X and so on and so forth, because we are doing different. Now, I ain't gonna knock them fully because they didn't know any better, but at the same time, in the same breath, I think that's why there's such a divide sometimes, but we need to bridge the gap because we can learn so much from each other.